My 4 favorite things to touch up at the end of the day, especially if I'm going out, which I am. It is the end of the day. This is the result of today's makeup. I have a 6 o'clock appointment just outside of town. And so this was the perfect opportunity for me to talk about the 4 things that I will quickly touch up without having to redo my face. And the first one is putting on some additional foundation in places where it has come off. So I inevitably end up touching my chin throughout the day and we'll get some wear here. I also still have a little bit of bruising. So if this isn't the perfect color for you, you're gonna add a little bit of one of these in there so that you can get the right color match. And then with the Siren brush, just touch that up. Cream foundations are just gonna blend in effortlessly in small places. You don't have to put it all in like a silicone foundation where it just kind of goes all over your face. They're much harder to control and they're much harder to layer on top of each other. Creams just work better. That's why pro artists have used them for so long. For extra longevity, I would just put a little bit of powder on that. And that brings me to number 2, which is retouching under my eyes. I don't usually add concealer under my eyes. That's gonna be a little too much, but just popping a little bit of extra cool matte powder under my eyes, especially getting that nice crisp line at the bottom of my nose to make everything look really tight and clean is just a huge impact for me with such minimal effort. And then maybe just a little bit more right here to brighten up the forehead. Brows always still look good. Mascara always still looks good. I've got blush on as eyeshadow. And then the third thing is blush. I definitely like boosting my blush at the end of the day. And I was gonna, oh, do I have it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this one that I can't talk about. It is on my list. You have to email me for the list because new copyright rules indicate we cannot just go talking about other products that we don't represent. So this one is new to my collection. My daughters and I are kind of loving it. It is a very sparkly. So it's not one I would wear during the day. This is something that I would touch up at night and give that little bit of extra sheen and glow. Isn't that gorgeous? You'll have to email me to find out exactly what that is. And then, of course, I'll update my lips. But the fourth thing that I think makes a huge impact in updating your look is to either tight line your eyes, because if you did tight line them in the early part of the day, it's probably worn off and it will have a big impact. So getting in under there with some mascara or a dark powder or a liner if you have to. Even better is to use lash clusters. You can just take the little strip lashes, cut them into 4 little pieces, and glue them up underneath your lashes. I have a very detailed video about that that tells you like everything that you need to know, all the tools that will help you do that well. It's very easy once you figure out how to do it. It will cost you several cuss words when you do it the first time, but keep trying. And while we're talking about it, that reminds me to please practice doing your makeup when it doesn't matter. It makes such a huge difference. Your brain can't try new things. Your brain is averse to risk and wants to keep you in a safe place. And what you're doing, as far as your brain is concerned, has been working because you're still alive. Okay, so your brain doesn't promote you changing things. In order to do that, you have to change your environment. You have to sit down, pour yourself a glass of wine, light a candle, play with your makeup when it doesn't matter so you can make mistakes and figure some things out and try doing things differently than you have before and question them in a semi-new environment. Even go to the living room and take your mirror with you instead of doing it, wherever you normally do it. Changing your environment is the best way to change your habits. But okay, that's enough preaching for now. I've got a meeting.